Hello everyone, I am Apex Gamester and welcome back to episode 16 of the RAC PACK modded Minecraft server on the AT launcher. In this episode we will be having our special guest NEONERZ taking us through a tour of his moon base data center, which is something that we want to be a part of. But first, and I've got a bit of a cough, so please excuse if I'm clearing my throat one too many times. There we go, just like that one. At the start of this episode, what I wanted to do is take you on a little tour of my Ars Magica room, or rooms, I should say, and I need to try and say Ars Magica without laughing, and because I am a child, and arse sounds like arse, which of course in England is one way of saying ass. So, so now that's out of the way, I did tease that there was something secret behind this room, behind these false ghost block walls, and so yeah, without further ado, let's just jump through. And here we go. This is one of the secret rooms, and it is to house the Oculus, which is this sort of monolith style plinth in the center of the room. And I'll get to that in a second. First, I want to go over some of the design things in this room. First, these beautiful blocks are actually chiseled redstone blocks. So quite inexpensive to make if you've got plenty of redstone, but man, they look good, and they also carry a source of light. Then I have the glowstone torches up top, and I also have glowstone torches at the bottom as well. So, and this one in the middle is also a block of redstone run through a chisel. But this thing in the middle, this is called an Oculus. Now, only I have access to this thing. Other people on the server would have to get their own, but if I right click on it, it opens up this user interface, which is a bit like an experience tree for different spells. Now, I've unlocked a couple of things here. Now, I'm really not that familiar with what I'm looking at, so, but I have the ability to craft a projectile spell. Gravity, I'm not sure what that is. I'm assuming I can pick mobs up, maybe, but I can deal physical damage, and then that translates to fire damage, lightning damage, magic damage, and things like that. So that's one of the trees, and you see it goes right down here to just damage, a beam, area of effect, velocity, watery grave, no idea, knockback. See, these are just some cool things that you can do that will have certain effects with enough experience. And there's also different trees here. So we have mana shield, we have haste, gravity well, summoning. Now that's something that I did want to get into. Then you have a utility tree, things like create water, rift, telekinesis, attract, water breathing, all sorts of cool stuff. Talents, mana regen, spell motion, extra summon, mage posse, affinity gains boost. Again, I have no idea. Color. And this, again, no idea. I'm very new to it. That's the whole point of this series, wasn't it? It was a discovery more than anything. So this is where I basically go to spend my, my points that I don't know, gain through experience, and as you can see, I have none. Now, this is a elevator block that goes downstairs, but it leads to an area that is unfinished, and I will go down right now. And as you can see, the unfinished part of it, but there's parts here that are still that still need to be done, but there are some things that are done. So, but this is the whole reason for this room, this sort of archway, and this is actually a crafting altar setup. And I'll go through this very shortly, actually, when we go and cast a spell. But what I wanted to do, and you caught a glimpse of it behind me, is sort of have a window looking off into a view. So I actually created this, which I think looks gorgeous. And now you can't go through there. These are all clear glass blocks. It's just a view. You know, it's just so you can just see it. It's quite cool. I don't know. I had a lot of fun creating it, so. And then I got some chiseled blocks again. Trying to do some designy things. I actually ran into NEONERZ piping system here, so I had to stop, and I'm going to have to try and work a way around that. Little creepy noise. So I'm actually going to have to cough, so I'm going to mute the mic for a second. There we go. That should have done it. And I got some glowstone torches in the bottom again. Not really glowstone torches, you know what I mean. Redstone torches. What are they called? Redstone lamps. That's the ones. I knew what I meant, and I actually broken that block, haven't I? So if I go back up, come on. Come on. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Maybe in glass? No. There we go. I got one there. So, yeah, let's go back down and fix that, what I just broke. Thank you. Love these stained glass blocks. They look really cool. So, yeah, I need to do something with the other side. I thought maybe I might do another scene like I did with this one on the other side, but I hadn't decided yet. So let's go back up and let's try and create our first spell. These blocks here are also the redstone chisel, but using carpenter's blocks and using the chiseled redstone as a texture, which is really cool. Chisel and carpenter's block, they go together really well. And of course I got the ghost blocks. So if we run through to this room here, and now this, which is supposed to go downstairs eventually, is an inscription table where you make your spells. So I'll need to go and get a book and quill. And I believe I've got one in here. Yes, I do. And you plonk a book and quill in there. And now you grab the things that you can see. So you can get self. And then you can, I don't know, I'm guessing this just gives yourself magic damage. Not sure, but you can make a projectile. And let's try out the gravity one, shall we? So there. And now at least one component. How about there? Well, you can do it all. Jesus, you can do it all. You can give it 2 gravity, 3 gravity. How about we give it lightning damage and 3 gravity? And let's call it thunder. So now you pull that out, and you have a spell called Thunder. Now, if we go over to my Ars Magica, oh dear, Ars Magica chest, I need one of these blank runes. And it will be a case of, and that's an old spell as well that I just removed. It will be a case of running back and forth at the moment. So let's get our portal set up. I think that portal gun I can use. So yeah, let's, when we go down, shoot off the red portal, and then we can just dink back and forth. So there. That actually fired off the wrong portal. I swear that just shot off the wrong portal. Doesn't matter. Shoot that one off. There we go. That's fine. So, what we do is we plonk thunder. In fact, I do need like a set of steps here. But you plonk thunder down in there, and you use Q to throw the blank rune in here. And as it disappears, it will now give me a host of ingredients, one after another. And there we go. So if we run through here, now we can go and grab all of the things that we need. So Vintium dust, we may need more than that. So let's grab that stuff. And this is kind of what it is. You know, you're given a host of ingredients and you go and grab them. So now I need an arrow. I know I have plenty of those guys. With my skeleton spawner working pretty well. Let's grab a stack, it doesn't matter. We can put them back after we're done. Now, I have no idea what this spell's going to turn out like. That's a snowball. I believe I have some in here. There we go. Let's just throw a snowball in there. Now, that, I actually don't know what that is. I have no idea what that is. Let's see. That's the wrong thing to press. Let's see if I can find out what that is. There it is. Earth Essence. Earth Essence. See, now, we can get an Earth Essence, but we need an Essence Refiner. See, I didn't know this. So, let's find an Essence Refiner. So we need some wood, we need some arcane ash, which is smelting an arcane compound. And you get an arcane compound from this. See, this recipe runs pretty deep. Okay, it should be doable. Let's go to there. Ah, the glowstone. We don't have enough glowstone. Wow, dear, what are we going to do? Nothing at all. May have some in here somewhere. I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to be naughty. We're going to be naughty thieves. And we're just going to jump through to NEONERZ place, and he'll never know. He never watches my videos, so it'll be fine. We'll ignore everything we see. That's the wrong thing. And we'll just glowstone. You know, we're just going to steal a stack of glowstone right there. What's he going to do, huh? He'll never know. And if he does, well, then I'll repay him in some way. So, let's plunk that in there. In fact, that's the wrong one we need there. So, bang, bang, bang. Let's craft one of those bad guys up. And now we need to smelt this, or just chuck it in a furnace. That will turn into 2 arcane... Oh, gone through here. There we go. Arcane ash. Chuck that in there. And we just need the wood now. So I'm pretty sure... let's use that hop seed or whatever it is. Yeah, hop seed plank. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there we go. An essence refiner. Good stuff, good stuff. So, we're going to need somewhere to put that, but in the meantime, I'm probably just going to put it next to here. Just because I have nowhere else to put it. And now we need to know how to get this earth essence. And it is dirt, stone, arcane ash, and obsidian. Oh, did a lag there. So we need that arcane ash. We need some smooth stone. Where are you? There you go. 2 of those. 1 dirt. And was it 1 obsidian? I think that was it. That should be enough. So, right there. No idea how this is going to work. Oh. Okay. It's flashing red. I mean, does it take time? I hear a spider. I hear a spider. I bet I know where it is. There it is, the son of a bitch. Come here. Ooh, it got a hit on me though. I wasn't fast enough. So, yeah, I'm going to need to know how that works. Because I have no freaking idea. Okay, right. Quick cut. I'm going to find out what I have to do to this to make that work, and I will be right back. Okay, so I'm back, and I read that it might be that there's insufficient power. And the only thing that I could think of to make more power is to put in... So let me just make a few of these, because I think I'm going to need a few of these eventually. So let's get 10 of those. And let's plonk one of them in there. Maybe I need to add more arcane ash, because it seems like the arcane ash is the fuel source. So maybe I just need to add more of those. Add 2 of those guys. No? 3? Doesn't seem to be working. Because it said that the red ring means that there's no power. Do I have to supply it with any other power? I mean... I don't think so. Let me plunk it in the center of the room. Does it look like I have to provide it with power? There doesn't look like there's an input. Put all of those in there. There, stone. Where's the other one? Dirt. So we're still flashing red. There's not enough power. I have the wiki open here. It says, refines them into a pure representation of their parts known as essence. Ah, here we go. The essence refiner also requires raw essence to function. This can be attained from a light nexus where raw light essence makes the process quite a bit slower, but there is a chance you will either not consume some of the recipe ingredients or get a second essence. Natural raw essence can also be obtained from a neutral nexus or a mana battery. Jesus, this just gets more complex every time. So let's look at the first thing. A light nexus. Okay, doesn't look like we have one of those guys. Maybe it's all one word. No. Let me just type in nexus. What's that? I think essence dark. Nexus. I have absolutely no idea. Neutral nexus or a mana battery. There we go, mana battery. So 4 chimerite, one of those arcane ash, and some vintium dust. So let's go and make one of those fellas. And you. Okay, so we've got a mana battery. Now what do? Do we just plonk this next to it? Charge level 0%. Well, that's not going to help anyone, is it? Okay. So how the hell do I pause one of these guys up? Pause one of these guys up? Charge one of these guys up. Mana beans. Possibly mana beans. But mana beans are Thorncraft. I can't imagine I would need to use that. Screw it, man. I have no idea what I'm doing. Nexus. See, these things don't give me any patterns either. Okay, let's have a look at light essence. Oh, Jesus. So it looks like I need to make another... Okay, to create the middle rune, simply craft white chalk and right-click at the bottom of the block to make sure the rune at that position, drawing essence out of the atmosphere. This looks like something that's going to have to be done outside. So I may need to make another area. Do you know what? For the rest of this episode, I'm going to probably leave it there. I need to do a little bit more research on the Ars Magica stuff. But I will come back to it in the next episode. But for the rest of this episode, I would like to introduce NEONERZ, who will be our tour guide to the Moon Data Center. So enjoy the rest of the episode. Okay, so I'm here with NEONERZ,
Hello.
and as I promised, he is going to show me a little bit how the data center on the moon works. For those of my very few regular viewers, my Minecraft knowledge is not the best, certainly since I didn't start until not too long ago.
You've gotten better.
Yeah, it's been a steep learning curve.
I watched
But
the
yeah.
videos.
So you said you were going to build this data center on the moon, and I was like, yeah, that sounds cool. You know, not really sure about the functionality of the thing, and then I see it, and yeah, mind blown.
So this is the moon. It's very nice. I know we've done it before, but I had to.
We have, yeah.
So this build was something that was just fun. It sounded cool in my head. It's really not that efficient. Obviously, it's a better place to keep your data is in the overworld, not necessarily on the moon, but it is a lot of fun. What I found out about Galacticraft is it's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, I think we've all noticed.
I was originally sticking with what Apex has been doing and using the rocket to get back and forth, but I've had to come back and forth so many times that I don't do that anymore. I use a cheaty way, as Apex likes to say.
Yes, the hypocrite that he is. Anyway, so these are the airlocks. I haven't seen them
So
too much yet, and I certainly haven't shown them on my channel.
You're about to walk through the airlock. It's a 2-chamber, and for that is when you walk in here, you don't decompress the actual room that you're about to walk through.
Like a real airlock.
Like a real airlock, exactly.
Like what Sigourney Weaver shot the alien out in the first film.
Yes, exactly.
Beautiful.
If you look right here, let's just get a little close. That middle block right here is actually the controller. So this is how you control how the airlock opens and closes.
Yeah.
There's a lot of cool settings in here. You can play around with that another time.
I see you've got it to set between 1 meter, so 1 block.
Exactly.
And it'll activate.
So as long as you step up to it, it'll activate. And I have the inside chamber here big enough that there's no way to have... Well, okay, if there's 2 of us standing next to it, there is a way to have the door open. But if you're just 1 person, there's no way you can have both doors open at the same time.
Yeah.
So inside of here...
Yeah, this is where it gets a little bit complicated because it just looks like a lot of shit to me.
Yes. Right here, this is the Galacticraft stuff on the back wall. We have...
Yeah, we know this stuff, so
we know
this here.
3 oxygen collectors, 2 sealers, 3 compressors.
And it doesn't seem to matter where you put the sealers. Like, they don't have to be on corresponding... You know, they don't seem to work on a radius. It's just...
They don't. They stack.
Yeah.
Which is really nice. So instead of having to put like 1 on one side and 1 on the other, as long as you have 2 in there, it will fill up 1,600 blocks. Every sealer will fill up an area of 800 blocks. One thing you do have to mention about the sealers, though, is you can't put something above them.
Because of the grill.
Exactly. If you block the fan, they don't work. Very easy. I was originally using actually Galacticraft power to power this whole system.
Oh yeah, because you got it running through.
Yes.
So I haven't actually. Yeah, I haven't seen the solution to this yet. So.
Yeah. So well, the problem is the solar panels. Want to come back outside?
Yeah, sure.
The Galacticraft solar panels were really, really laggy. And it was really just putting a burden on the server. So I switched over to all of the extra utility solar generators, and what I found was that you can actually connect one of the energy conduits right here.
Yeah.
Directly to a sealable heavy aluminum wire.
Ooh.
So even though it's not the block made specifically for the energy conduits, it actually works and it passes power through that way.
Yeah, because you were thinking about just using energy cells instead, weren't you?
Exactly.
And having them to be sealable.
Yeah, so what I originally did was, it was either going to be that I was just going to add energy cells to the Galacticraft config so they could actually be sealable, like you mentioned, or I was going to use 2 Tesseracts. So have 1 Tesseract out here and 1 there and transfer power that way. Both of them just didn't seem like the best route. But now that this works, very cool. These are all,
nice.
These are all extra utility solar panels, solar generators, and they push about 60 RF a tick. The problem with them, though, is you can't generate and transmit power at the same time.
Okay.
So they're either in a generating mode or a transmit mode. And if you actually click on it, the one that doesn't have a redstone lamp is in generating mode, and the one that has the redstone lamp lit is in transfer mode.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the recipe. A block of diamond each. No wonder you
Yes.
said you spent hundreds of diamonds.
I think I went through like 400 diamonds on this. It was a little crazy, but I like it, so it's okay. It's fine. It's completely
Beautiful.
Um,
Yeah.
it's
So
all
if we
controlled- I'm sorry.
Oh no, you carry on.
I was just gonna say it's all being controlled by this computer right here. And basically what this computer does is switch them so they're staggered. So when the orange ones are in transmit, the red ones are in generate. And when the yellow one, I'm sorry, when the orange ones in transmit, the yellow ones are in generate. And when the yellow ones are in transmit, the orange are in generate. So they're always outputting into this resident energy cell.
Yeah, see, computer craft is miles above my head.
It's very cool. I love
just
it.
not happening. But no, this is pretty impressive.
Yes. And the cabling is Mine Factory Reloaded. It's just redstone cable that allows me to color code the outputs.
Yeah.
Very simple. And then a couple of these here just so we can store batteries and power our batteries. Inside is all the AE stuff, which I'm sure you've probably gone over on your channel.
Some of the AE stuff, the basic stuff, but the what's that big round thing that you have there? I've forgotten what it's called.
So the quantum ring,
That's
quantum
the one.
field
Yeah.
ring. This is pretty awesome. Basically, this takes it's not too expensive, but it is a little pricey. I'm sure you could just pull up the recipe in NEI. But it's a multi-block structure that uses a singularity. And the way to make a singularity is you have to trash 250,000 items.
Oh, Jesus.
Yes. And then if you click inside the middle, you'll see after you explode a singularity, it turns into 2 quantum entangled singularities.
Yeah.
And you pop those babies in the middle, one on each side, and it acts as a wireless bridge to connect 2 ME systems together. So if you actually click on this crafting terminal right here, you see not only whatever is stored in this data center, but also everything I have in the overworld.
Okay.
So you have full access to my crafting system and everything.
So if I was to, say, build one of these things and plonk mine right here next to yours, would my items come through this crafting terminal, or would I have my own separate one?
So it depends. If you want to hook up directly your system to this, you would basically throw one of these down, connect the other one to your, throw one here, connect one to your system, and then get rid of your ME controller, because you can't have 2 ME controllers on the same system. And then when you actually go into here, you'll have all your stuff and my stuff.
I see. Or I could just have my own setup.
Yeah, or what you can do is, and this is probably what you might want to do if you care about keeping your stuff separate, is throwing one of these down here and then just setting up a second system at your house.
Yeah.
So then you would just throw another one of these down at your house and connect the crafting terminal to it. And then you'll have full access to this as well as keeping your stuff separate.
Yeah, and it seems pretty doable, and it seems like something that I will probably want to do. I probably would just keep my own crafting terminal. I'm not really worried about things going missing.
Right. I mean, if we all connect to it, we're talking about hundreds of thousands of each resource. One thing it is worth mentioning, if you look at these drives, you'll see how they're staggered. If you actually look at the drives, these are all for precious metals.
Okay. They're
So
all...
so these are going to have whole banks dedicated to specific resources. Because my expectation is if I start pumping everything in here, I can turn my quarry back on, and these things are going to get just jammed with stuff.
Yeah, definitely. And especially if a couple of us are doing the same thing.
Exactly.
And working towards one huge data bank.
Exactly. And that would be cool. I think that would be really fun. I mean, at that point, it would be creative mode, but that's a whole nother story.
Well, I think the sort of part of the game, we're late to end game sort of stuff now, aren't we? We're pretty much in creative now.
Right, yeah, we're very close to it, if not already in creative.
Pretty much.
One more thing worth noticing is this light right here.
Okay.
If you come outside with me.
Is it a seal light?
Yeah, so basically... I keep forgetting I don't have my jetpack. I can't actually get up there.
I just turn mine on. I like to turn mine off when I get here because I like the jumping.
Yes. Oh, I love
the physics, so...
So if you jump up, I think about that, that high, at least, you'll see that light turns off.
Yeah.
When that light is off, that means all of the galactic craft stuff is turned off.
Okay.
Because what I was finding was those oxygen collectors in there were causing a ton of lag. And they were wasting a lot of power. So there's no point of keeping those on and the sealers on when there's nobody on the moon.
That makes sense.
So as long as you're inside of this room, or I think it's about 2 blocks outside, this will be on. Once you move out of that range, it shuts down. But the power stays on for the AE system, so it's still And that's pretty much it in a nutshell. I feel like it only took me about 10-15 minutes to explain something that took me about 5 or 6 episodes to build.
Yeah, definitely.
But I think it came out pretty nice.
And it came at a cost as well with that big crater over there.
Oh my god, yes. I don't know what happened. I just kind of bugged out and wound up back on the moon and exploding, pretty much. And I think the moral of the story is, if you're dropping down either from space or into the overworld, don't eat a steak.
Don't eat steak or a steak sandwich.
Or especially a steak sandwich.
Don't eat the steak sandwich.
Though they are delicious. I have to thank you for the steak sandwiches.
That's okay. I mean, I should go down here and see if I can get some cheese or and have a steak and cheese sandwich.
Yeah? Ooh, can you do that?
No.
Oh.
But, I don't know. Write your own mod.
Yes.
It can't be that hard to add cheese
Yeah, I mean,
to
come
a
on.
steak sandwich. Come on.
Cheese.
Come on. But also my flag disappeared. So,
yeah,
so my evidence, the evidence of me actually being here is non-existent.
Well, these are your footprints right here. You can see.
Which
Watch,
ones?
look, right here. These are yours. You see, and it has your treads.
My small lady feet.
Exactly. So that's evidence enough.
Secret's out.
I'm kind of sorry that I destroyed your flag.
It's okay. I mean, I'm planning on building a bit of a complex up here anyway, so I'll probably put my flag in sort of like Moon Town Center, something like that. Town Square.
My flag's still here. So that's good.
My rocket is not.
Yeah, I exploded that.
No, I mean this one right.
Oh.
What, just a minute ago?
No. What did you do with your rocket?
I put my rocket down here and I fueled it, and now it's not here.
I think you're lying. So what you're telling me is you're stuck on the moon right now? Because I think actually there might be a rocket in my lander.
I mean, I didn't have it on video, but I'm pretty sure I got here, I put my rocket on this thing, set it up, and now it's not here. Because, I mean, even the fuel loader is still turned on, like it's loading.
You could have my rocket. I don't know what happened. Maybe.
Oh, yeah, it's not as if you need it anymore.
Nothing. Yeah, I know. I'm a cheater. Come on. I'm not that much of a cheater. Did Parker come? Maybe Parker came and stole your rocket.
I don't. No idea. No, I didn't think so. I think it was you.
You can have my rocket. I did not steal this rocket.
I will lend the rocket. Oh, I need a battery as well now because I put my battery in there. I don't know if you have a used battery with power.
Yeah, inside those energy modules over there. I use it for charging up batteries. There should be one in each.
Yeah, and I'll replace it with an empty one that I got here.
You are more than welcome to do that.
But, you know, that's a boring thing to watch me do, so I'm pretty much going to wrap up this part of the episode. So thank you very much, NEONERZ, for explaining that to me. And
no problem. Thanks for visiting.
More to me than my viewers, to be honest.
Well, I'm happy your visitors viewed me too, because it's kind of lonely up here.
Yeah.
It's kind of desolate.
It's a barren place. Dual-wielding skeletons aren't the best of friends. They don't make the best small talk.
They're really mean.
And they can't cook.
They can't cook. They definitely can't make me a steak sandwich. No, nobody makes me a steak sandwich like you do.
Oh dear. Oh, anyway, so on that note, thank you very much, and I will see you guys in a second. Okay guys, so I am back, and that was the tour of the data center. Pretty cool, and that's something I definitely want to get involved in. Some complicated stuff that goes into it though, so I hope I'm up to it. So for me, just like to say thank you very much once again to NEONERZ for giving us that tour, taking time out of his busy schedule. And that will be the end of the episode, so thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And as always, I will see you next time.